Chefs, what's the beef? Looking to another video. In the same location, same place, same face, same tash, different set of headphones. Anyway, diving in, what are we on about? The one secret ingredient, yeah, the old secret sauce. The one big ingredient that really is the key to pulling yourself out of a rut right now, chef. So, first and foremost, elephant in the room. Chances are you're in a rut. Chances are you're in a space right now where physically and mentally you're not great. You know, that's the elephant in the room. And when we understand we're in that situation, where does it come from? It comes from chef life conditioning. What does that do? Well, 60 to 80 hour weeks are a norm. High stress, high pressure. Saw a study the other day that was on stress levels in work, and they basically categorized it into three zones: red, orange, green. Red being the highest level of stress that you can experience in a work environment. Orange and then green will obviously be levels lower than that. And chefs were categorized alongside brain surgeons and active military. I believe there was one or two. I think it might have been front of house managers, something along those lines, and they were all graded in the red zone. So chef life conditions you to do 60 to 80 hour weeks under that type of stress. Where does that leave you? It leaves you with a lot of ways to cope with the stress, which is your drugs, which is booze, which is shit food, and all of the vices and bad negative patterns that you fall into working in this industry. Now, when that happens for years on end, and you end up stuck in that negative pattern of just trying to cope, trying to survive, things start to fall off the tracks, you know. And in your personal life, things can get very shaky, where you're not getting shit done on days off, you're not spending time with family the way you would like to, maybe you're making excuses for things that you know you should be doing but you're not doing. It happens to all of us, and it happens to the best of us. Now, when you're in that situation, you can very much get in a fucking back to the wall situation where you're like, shit, I gotta do something, I gotta make this change. And for a lot of chefs, unfortunately, and this is the truth, that chefs are walking away from this industry at an insane rate. You know, 20,000 chefs leave the workforce every year in the UK alone. That's 10% of the entire hospitality industry in the UK. Walks away after, you know, every single year. And I guarantee you those statistics might be as high as the UK, but they're definitely similar in worldwide in the majority of countries. So chefs who are stuck in a rut generally walk away from the industry, or they go to agency work, or else they'll try and make the best of the situation. If you're trying to make the best of the situation without having to walk away from work, that's what I'm here to fill in and help you with. However, when you go to do these things, you know that making a better lifestyle change, obviously as hard as it can be, will also mean drastic return on investment for the work that you put in. So think about it. Like, if you were to get to a point where you were exercising regularly, you'd gotten yourself into shape, you'd cut out all the vices and the negative habits, what effect would that have on your energy levels and your confidence levels? Well, they'd be sky high, you know. And if you have more energy and you had more confidence, there's a very good chance that you'd be enjoying your life a lot more. Whether that be having more sex, whether that be a better role model for family, a better leader in the kitchen, you know what I mean? Able to actually be an active person and do things on your days off so you feel like you have work-life balance. That's the benefits of it for you. But when you're going to make these attempts and try these things, they never seem to work. And there's one key ingredient that you're missing, and it's a key ingredient that you've had when you were coming up as a chef. You had to do this. You had to fucking have this as part of who you were. And that ingredient is hard fucking work. Consistent hard work. And I said this to the chefs this morning that I coach in the elite group, and I said, it won't work if you don't work. And what that basically means is, Chef It is fantastic, and I'll fucking coach you, and I'll lay out the path and the guidance, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure that you succeed and give you the opportunity to succeed, you know, and it's all there for you. But if you don't choose to step up, put your hand up and fucking step forward and do what's asked of you, then there's a very good chance that, not even a very good chance, there's a definite chance that it ain't happening. It's not gonna happen. It won't happen. And that's the truth. It won't happen. The reason why, well, it's like anything. I can give you a tool, I can give you a hammer, and you can fucking go and build houses in Ghana for kids in Africa, you know what I mean? Or you can go and kill someone's grandmother with a hammer. It's not the hammer's fault, it's you using the fucking hammer. And the same thing goes for lifestyle. You know that a lifestyle change would change a fucking huge amount in your life. As hard as it might be to maintain, as hard as it might be to keep up and fucking get it done. That's why you need to simplify everything. But the benefit of doing that is you do the work, therefore you get the result. And I said this yesterday in a post where I'm talking to a chef who knows they've all these reasons for change. Their family life is fucked. Their headspace is negative. They're sick of making excuses. And then when it came time to jump and do something about it, they said they couldn't do it. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's great wanting to do something. It's great when you want to change, but you know, if you need to change, you need to apply the work ethic. And I'll say this to every chef. It's like, why don't you think about the work ethic that you had when you were coming up as a commie and you were actually trying to get good at cooking? Like, what mindset did you have? There's a very good chance that you had this mindset and this identity of, I am a chef, I'm going to do whatever the fuck it takes to get good. I'm going to push myself for years on end until I get to where I want to go. That's the mindset. And when you have that mindset, you're willing to sacrifice energy and headspace to fucking make it happen. Now, I'm not saying you have to murder yourself for your lifestyle, but what I am saying is that it's going to require a little bit of sacrifice, but that little sacrifice goes a long way. Think about it. If you were to do something small, like I recommend in our structure every time, it's like if you move every day for a small dose, do 10 or 15 minutes exercise a day, what's the return on investment over fucking 3, 6, 12 months? Chances are you're going to be a different person. Same thing with batch cooking and 2 to 3 meals a day. What would happen if you batch cooked a chili or something highly nutritious in a large quantity and ate that twice a day with some greens for a year? Like, where would you be if you swapped that out for the fucking picking of bread and jelly and chocolates and crisps and drinking at night? Where would you be? You'd be a completely different person physically. So you got to understand that the ingredient to you changing your life is your ability to be disciplined and fucking apply yourself consistently. And you cannot blame anything if you do not do the work. Do you understand? And when you blame yourself, which is an important thing to be able to do, because that's what ownership means. If you blame yourself for why you failed, that might hurt, but it also gives you control. It gives you responsibility, because responsibility equals control and control equals responsibility. And sure, responsibility might be a weight to bear, and yeah, you're probably going, fuck, but this is a lot of shit on my shoulders to do. But if you could take that on your shoulders and make it happen and apply yourself, you change your life. You know, whereas if you shirk the responsibility and you go, I can't make this change because I'm a chef, I can't do this because of work, I can't do this because I've got kids, I can't do this because I've got no money. It's like, if you end up with that mindset, you are going to be stuck. So fucking kill the mindset. Apply that ingredient. I'm telling you for a fact. As we take that forward, what I do want you to do is, it's probably difficult to apply that work when there isn't necessarily a path in front of you. So what we do is, for anyone that hasn't joined the coaching program, we run a 5-day lifestyle overhaul. This is basically where I lay out the path for you. This is where I guide you on every step of the system. Getting clear on the facts of where you are. Getting clear on the fucking goals and specific outcomes in the next 3, 6, 12 months. From there then we lay down the training program, the protocols for moving every day. We lay down the nutrition program, and then we show you how to create a new environment for yourself so you're kept accountable and be able to fucking build new habits for life. Now that's what we do in the 5-day lifestyle overhaul. If you haven't done so, when you're looking at Chef Fit stuff, get your shit together and do it. You know what I mean? There's no fucking excuse. There's no point in watching shit from the sidelines going, oh well, that's fucking, if you can't afford it or whatever when it comes to the coaching program, that's understandable. However, the fucking 5 days free, so there is no excuse. Get after it. But that secret ingredient, I'm telling you for a fucking fact, do not blame fuck all if you can't get up off your hole and do something. I understand that we all go through the shit. It's hard. This industry beats the shit out of you. The industry put us here. Fine. Employers who maybe didn't fucking pay us enough or overworked us or had us working bank holidays, you called in your fucking day off. I get it. However, the outcome of that situation, when you feel like dog shit and your life has to change, the employer's not going to step in and do it. You must do it. You know, and obviously I'm here to fucking help. All of us are here to help. Anyone that watches this page or is part of the fucking movement is here to help. But you gotta step up, chef. You gotta step up and get it done. You know, you really do. So with that in mind, get the 5-day done. Any feedback, let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up, you fucking lunatics. And I'll see you in the funny papers. Stay safe.